Hi. So, does anyone remember the very first gift that you were ever given? I don't remember it either, but if you're here today like I am, you still got it. The very first gift that you were ever given is the gift of life, right? This is season for giving, and guess what? I was born on Christmas Day. All right, I was born on Christmas Day. Why is that relevant? Why is that important? Well, because I'm here to talk to you about gifts and about giving and about the present, okay? So what better person than to gift herself? That's all I'm going to say about that. But so what is a gift in the literal sense, of course? What is a gift? Okay, a gift is two things. It's a noun and it's a verb, okay? Gift is something that's given willingly to someone without payment, something free, gratis, okay? It's also a natural ability or talent. And then as a verb, it's to give something. It is the act of giving. And let's talk about the noun part, okay? We all have things that are inside of us that we can do and that are natural talents, just like the definition, okay? I have some things that I can do, natural talents. You know, as the person that was introducing me said, you know, I've done a plethora of things over my lifetime. These are things that have culminated, though, from gifts that were given to me, from my ancestors, from my parents, from my family, and from my friends growing up. For instance, the gift of music. The gift of music was given to me, I believe, from my daddy's family, the Mitchells. They used to call my daddy's family the musical Mitchells. And now I am a musical Mitchell. I was born on Christmas, Mama's little gift, and just like the present I've been given ever since. It's been a long time coming, but a change gonna come. Let me fix myself a little bit. But yeah, like, so that's something that over years and years and years of listening to music and being around musical people. I had music before I had anything else. My mom used to tell me, my daddy, they had a whole band and they would be rehearsing in the apartment and I'd be sitting there on my daddy's foot, just sitting there bopping up and down. But that's something that was given to me. So it's something that I have kept throughout my whole life. The next thing is, okay, soy una maestra de español y disfruto compartir mis regalos con mis estudiantes todo el día. I can speak Spanish. And I teach Spanish. And I love it. The reason why is because I get to go into my classroom every single day and give of myself. I like to talk a whole lot too. That's a gift. Now, I don't know what you call that gift, a gift of gab, I guess. But, you know, at least I get to go in my classroom and I got somebody to talk to. Because when the power of what I have to say is transformative, then it means something. Because, you know, you ever been around somebody and they just talking and talking and talking and it ain't talking loud, saying nothing, ain't saying nothing at all. But, you know, but it means something when I can go into my classroom because I do like to talk and I do like to share things. So when I go in my classroom, every single day I've got a chance to share something and transform my students through my giving. That is why it's important to share your gifts. That is why gifts are important. Now, the next thing is, how do you even know what your gifts are? Well, it's not a great, big, complicated thing. I mean, you're basically born with it. You're born with them. And sometimes, you know, you have to keep living life in order for you to even find that out. Because another thing, track and field. I'm a track and field coach, but before that, I was a track and field athlete. Now, I didn't know that I was fast until because I was in the 7th grade, I think it was, and one of my fellow students had invited me out to track practice. It was over the summer. And so we got in the race, and it was the 100-meter dash. Got in that race, and I got dusted. So I didn't think that I was fast, not yet. Then when I was a freshman in high school, I went out for the track team. I wasn't coordinated enough. I think I have rhythm, but I'm like dancing and stuff like that is definitely not my gift. So yeah, I went and tried out for cheerleading and stuff like that, and I didn't get it. I didn't make it. So I said, I want to do something because I can't sit still. So I went out for the track team. And the first year that I started running track, I was running hurdles. My coach noticed that, one, I could listen really good, but two, that I was fast. And I was like, what do you mean I'm fast? He said, no. He said, let me tell you something, Shurhea. He said, you're fast. He said, and I'm going to get you there. So this coach put me with another girl who had been the state champion. It was her junior year. It was her senior year. And she ended up being the state champion in hurdles that year. She taught me how to run the hurdles. And by the time I got to be a junior, I got to be a state champion just like she did in the hurdles. I was fast. The hurdles is what basically allowed me to, winning hurdles basically allowed me to go to college for free. Now, this is something that I learned about myself. I was fast. So now in my life today, I'm a coach. I'm a track coach. When the athletes come to me and I'm sharing what I've learned, the gifts that I was given and that have been cultivated throughout my life, now guess what? My girls' track team are state champions. So as another example of how sharing my gifts that I was given to my athletes, to my students, has basically culminated and resulted in something great. It has transformed the gift that I have given, the gifts that were given to me, transformed to something great in the present. In the present. So we've done all these things. We've got talents, we've got, we're gifting, we're giving, we're just, embodiment of the oneness and the unity of life. So, does anybody think about why you're here? You think about that? Think about why you're here? Let me simplify it for you. Do you know why you're here today? That's all you should care about. Because the rest of it doesn't matter. The past is done. It's over. It's gone. The only thing about the past that you should be worried about are the good things that you took from it. The rest of it is finished. The future is not here yet, and it's not promised to you. So the one thing we know about life is that you will die. And you don't know the time or the hour that it's going to happen, but you know that it will. So guess what? This over here, it looks great. But what about all this that's going on right here, right now? What is it? It's the present, right? It's the present. And the gifts that you're given throughout your life, you wake up every day to the present. You wake up every day to a chance for you to be great. You wake up every day to a chance for you to give something that helps move the cycle of life. The quantum leap, for lack of a better term, the quantum leap of intelligence, of imagination, of innovation. You wake up every day with a present. You wake up every single day with it. So you don't have to look for your gift. You wake up and you got one, okay? You don't have to search your soul. All you got to do is share what you're good at and what's good inside of you. And you may not know that right now. You may not, because some of us, it takes living life and experiences and things like that for the light bulb to turn on. And once it's turned on, it's definitely other people around us that see things in us, but you have to believe what's in yourself. You have to start within so that you can share without. There was an African proverb, and I love it because, it's talking about loving yourself. And it says that, beware of taking a shirt from a naked man, because If this naked man doesn't have a shirt to give you, then something might be wrong with that. So you have to have the love inside of yourself to be able to share it and to give it to everybody else. These gifts that are within yourself, you have to recognize them. That's all they need. It's not that you have to find them. You just have to acknowledge them. And then at some point, there are some gifts that are going to take you to the places where you need to go in life. But right in the moment is the only place that matters. Time is basically evidence that you were here. It is. It's evidence of what's going on at the moment. We have to figure out how to quantify it, right? It's evidence of what is going on at the moment. So with my students come into school, and sometimes this school, our education system is counterproductive, I should say, when it comes to people and students, children recognizing their gifts, because they come in and you have this curriculum that you have to teach, and the kids have these things that they have to learn. So a lot of times they don't get a chance to focus on their gifts. They don't even get a chance to think about it or know what they are, because they're coming in here. But so us teachers, a lot of times I look at the students in my class and I notice something about them. I have a kid who every day he comes in, he is writing in a binder, and he's writing scripts. He's writing. And I'm there to teach him Spanish, but I'm also there to notice a gift. I'm also there to notice something else in him and to tell him, hey, what is that you're doing? What are you doing right there? Wow, and then I read it and it's amazing. And then, he's a very, very quiet kid, but this is something that he really likes to do. This is something that he wakes up wanting to do. I could tell. He's got books and books. He's I think on his third book. And we've been in school since August. He's on his third little book. So this kid is doing something that he loves, and we have to encourage our young people to do what they love, because one of the most negative factors on physical and mental health is job dissatisfaction. And why is that? It's because it's a job. Don't nobody want to go to work. I made a lot of money doing real estate, and using my gift of gab to talk to people, and my gift of a great circle of influence to make money. However, my heart just wasn't in it. When I get up in the morning and I walk into the classroom, I love it. I'm telling you, I'd still, write and do music, and I could be in that studio until 4:30 in the morning, and then I'm right back at school. But guess what? I came from a place that I love, because I'm sharing and using my gifts, and I'm stepping into another place that I love. And my students understand me, and I appreciate it. I really do. Jamie, can you come here for a second? And my hope and my wish for standing before you today is that you realize that something very important. This gift, let me give this to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to do some magic. Just by giving that to you, I want you to hold up your present. I changed my gift into her present. See that? Because the gift comes from within, but the present is what keeps giving. Thank you.